Hey, David Paul with you in the KHOU 11 Weather Center. We've had some very heavy rain come through this morning into early afternoon. Things are settling down in most areas for now, but there is more rain on the way in the next 24 hours. And with the heavy rain that we've had today on top of more heavy rain coming, I think it's just going to add to the street ponding and street flooding threat that we've got in place right now. So right now, we've got a lot of high water spots on the roadways, especially north side of Harris County, Aldine area in particular. We're going to go over that here in just a moment. The bayous are all staying within their banks. Good. We're going to look at those as well here as we move along. And the next round looks like it's tomorrow morning, maybe early to mid-morning for the next round of heavy rain. That's what the models are suggesting right now. We'll walk you through that hour by hour here in just a moment as we cruise along. How much rain have we had? So in particular this morning, the north side of Harris County, from spring, almost 4 inches of rain. This is since midnight. Bushwick to Continental, estimated 2 inches of rain. Atascocita, 3 inches of rain. There's some little spots in here from Aldine to 69 to Lake Houston that have had as much as 4 inches of rain just this morning. Like I said, I'm monitoring the bayous very carefully. Spring Creek right here. Here's Cypress Creek across the north side of Harris County. Here's Greens Bayou, the three watersheds that have had the heaviest rain so far. And we've had the bayous react. In other words, they've come up a little bit, but they have stayed well within their channels. So at the moment, no threat from bayou flooding, but it is something we will continue to monitor carefully. And as you can see, we've got all the bayous and creeks across Harris County, and we watch them like a hawk when we have heavy rain moving in. Zooming out, here's where the radar stands right now. This first round of rain swooshed through with heavy rain across North Harris County, and now most of those areas that had the heaviest rain are seeing the rain let up right now. Still have a flash flood warning for the north side of Harris County. That will expire at 1:45. We'll take a closer look at that in just a minute. The heaviest rain right now is here. Liberty County, from Cleveland to Liberty, Highway 90, and then down to the Chambers County, Liberty County line. It's not impacting I-10 so much, although a little bit there just west of Winnie. But these storms here in Liberty County, especially right in here south of Highway 90, they've pulled up stationary. So this is a spot we'll be watching for the potential for some high water spots along and south of Highway 90 through Liberty County over the next hour. And then you can see how the storms continue to dump some pretty good rain there up in the Cleveland area and north side of Liberty County again. So Liberty County is in the bullseye for the heaviest rain right now. That's where the bad stuff is. As far as what's happening in Harris County, things are letting up. Significant improvement. So I've circled the flash flood warning that's in effect until 1:45 this afternoon, and I'll just go over the outline. It's right here. So everybody within this polygon, got a lot of high water spots on the roadways and those exit and entrance ramps. In particular, I-45 at Gulf Bank Road, that's a classic spot to see some high water spots, and we've got that reported right now. So Tidwell Road, Wallaceville Road, over to Beaumont Place, Aldine Westfield Road, Shepherd Drive, north side, just north of the 610 loop up to 45. These are all spots and neighborhoods where we've got those nuisance street ponding and street flooding. But this is going to get a chance to dry out and settle down as the rain is let up significantly. So flash flood warning within the polygon until 1:45. It's about another 45 minutes or so. Street flooding is occurring here. Elsewhere, roads are wet, but we're not seeing widespread problems. Here's the big picture. From satellite, it almost looks peaceful. It's a beautiful swirl in the mid and upper levels. Here's one piece. That's the main upper level low right there. Had another low break off. See the swirl out here, another little piece rotating around the parent low. It's beautiful, but these also are the systems that can cause weather threats, and obviously we're watching for the flash flood threat. Now, we've had several inches of rain come down. We showed the rain total, so now ground is saturated. So when we get another round of rain coming in, it's going to become more likely that we're going to see this street flooding and street ponding. So let's look ahead at future track. This is going into the afternoon. And what this suggests to me is that we're going to see pockets of light, maybe a pocket of moderate rain here and there between 3:30 and going into 8 o'clock tonight, but we're not expecting any big regeneration of heavy storms today. Take a look at the overnight with me. So we go into Wednesday at 3 a.m. Quiet in southeast Texas, but there it is. That's our next piece of energy that's going to rumble into southeast Texas and Houston mid-morning on Wednesday. So 7, 8, 9 a.m. Wednesday morning, what are your plans? They will be impacted by a good chance for rain, and it's street ponding, street flooding again. That will be the major threat as that heavy round of rain comes on in. That's 9 a.m. on Wednesday morning. We go into 1:30, still lingering showers, but you can see how by that time the main line will have swooshed on through to the east. So it's mid-morning to early afternoon that we'll have again this street flooding, street ponding threat, almost the same timing tomorrow that we've seen it happen here today on Tuesday. That's future track, and then it does settle things down finally going into Wednesday night. So how much additional rain? It's impossible to pinpoint exactly where the heaviest rain will come down, but in general, notice the little lighter purple colors. You're getting into 2 to 3 inches of rain in many spots on top of what we already had, and that will be the street ponding threat. Let me show you what this looks like at the upper levels. The upper levels reveal everything about the atmosphere. So at 34,000 feet, here's the flow. And look, there's our upper level circulation. That's our upper low. That is our storm system. It's way up at the top of the atmosphere. But a storm system like that, a swirl, lifts the atmosphere, and it's sitting right on top of us, and so we're on the wet side of that as we head through today, tonight. Tomorrow, this is 9:30 a.m. Remember, models were saying that's when our next round of rain comes in. We'll take a look. It has everything to do with the position of that upper level low. Sitting just to our northwest, that's the wet side. That's the dirty side of that low. It's always the right-hand side of the low. We'll be on the dirty side, the wet side of that upper low going into Wednesday morning. That's why we have that next round of rain forecast. Then finally, Thursday, there's the upper low. Here's the dirty side. It's beginning to exit into Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama by that time. Okay, Wednesday, 80% chance for rain going into 7 a.m. through mid-morning. I've got a 70% rain chance by noon. I could probably raise that to 100%. And then a 40% rain chance by 5 o'clock as that round swooshes out of here. So that's where we stand right now. Things are settling down. If you have to get out, be careful. There are those high water spots that can very quickly cause your car to stall if you hit it hard. Take your time out there, give yourself some patience, and we'll have a live update on the TV side on KHOU 11 News at 4 o'clock. That's our next update. We've got crews out, weather trackers out. And while you're out and about, make sure you turn on notifications on the KHOU 11 app. It's a great way to just get that little ding. So if you're within that polygon, if you're within that flood warning, a new one is issued, ding, you'll know about it and you'll know to use extra caution. We'll see you live on the TV side at 4 o'clock.